Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a reading and celebrating the fact that we are almost nearly halfway to Halloween. Well, at least at the time of making this video, if you're watching it on the first day it comes out, we are just a few days away from it being 6 months until the October 31st celebration that we all love and enjoy. At least that's my favorite holiday of all. But the later you watch this, the closer it's getting. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to see what the Trick or Treat Tarot has to share with us. Yeah, I have this nice little thing that my mom bought me or gave me for my birthday, I believe it was, and it's a little sugar skull thing, and it's made out of resin, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm just letting the cards like chill in here while we do it. They have the box, they still have the box and everything, but for aesthetic, I wanted to share that with you because it's so awesome. But we have the cards right here, orange and purple, fantastic colors for Halloween. Spooky little orange skeletons there, little skulls, and the bright green eyes. Purple and green are my two favorite colors in the world. Together they are just absolutely incredible. Right now it's spring, and spring has those beautiful, I think they're violets. They have violets like popping up around the green grass. There's the wisteria trees, I believe, and they're the bright colors of purple matching with the green. And I think that's why I love purple and green so much. It's just that's what it screams in nature, and spring is so just incredibly beautiful. And it's kind of interesting, we're using a Halloween themed deck here for our answers and for our insight and guidance that we're going to be sharing today. But at the same time, it's spring. It's the opposite of autumn. It's the opposite of fall. And that's what Halloween is about. It's like celebrating the ending, celebrating the death, celebrating the fact that, life's going to begin again. But we're not really talking about that today. A simple 3-card reading, for guidance, insight, inspiration, empowerment, whatever the cards want to share with us. And we always want to thank the guides for giving us these answers that we seek, for giving us the messages that we need to make the best of our lives, to empower us, inspire us, and guide us to the answers that we seek, and we can make our lives what we want them to be. So the deck has been shuffled in my weird little way that I like to shuffle, because I don't want to warp the cards, because then they're not as cool. They don't look as natural, and then 50 years from now I can't sell them because they're not in perfect condition. Okay, we're going to draw the first card. I'm just going to spread it out here, and this is what I do for like festivals and stuff, and you've probably seen many of this in other videos and everything. We're going to get the card that represents the present. And this is the one that's calling to me right now. So we're going to flip that card right over, and we have the Two of Swords. Now to get all these cards out of the way, we'll do the same thing for the next two positions. We're going to set them aside and set here and focus on this Two of Swords. Now in this illustration, you can see instead of the ocean of emotion that we see in like the Rider-Waite-Smith and many other illustrations, this is a graveyard. So he's kind of sitting there, or she's kind of sitting there. You can't really tell who the character is. And they've got lightsabers in their hands instead of swords. So they have all this knowledge, all these experiences, all these people that have come before that can inspire them and help them grow their own minds and intuition. That too right there relates to the High Priestess of the Major Arcana. It's kindness, compassion, empathy, thought process, choices, balance, partnership, and intuition. I think I might have repeated some there, but that whole energy right there is contained in this card. And as is the Two of the Suit of the Mind, it says trust your mind, trust your intuition. Now it's this representing the present situation. It might be that you have a choice in front of you. You have something that you're indecisive about, that you need to take more time and think about. Perhaps it's the Halloween costume that you're thinking about 6 months from now, and you want to look awesome and win all the contests and everything that go with it. Taking the time to think about it, looking within, and trusting that mind of yours is going to help you make whatever choice you want to make moving forward. The Two of Swords is astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Libra, the first decan of it. So we're thinking, right before Halloween season and right before Scorpio, that energy as fall begins, that autumn begins, about September 21st to September 30th or 31st. I don't know if there's 30 or 31 days in it, but that whole energy right there of all the things that we want to achieve by that time of year, 6 months from now, taking that time to look within, to trust our intuitions, trust our mind, have compassion for ourselves, forgive the past, learn from that past so we can really trust ourselves to make the right choices moving forward. Now the illustration here, it's kind of hard to see because they're all red and everything, and that could relate to passion. It could also relate to anger and things like that. Passion can go either ways. It can It can be focused on what we love to do or the things that make us mad and angry and we want to destroy. So taking that time to find balance within, that calmness, and having compassion not only for ourselves but for others as well, and learning from the ones that come before us. Like all those graves there, those are all the lives that have been lived before we've lived our own. So taking that time to look within, tuning out the distractions, and looking to our inner voices, looking within to decide what's important to us so we can leave that indecisiveness behind. That's what the focus is right here in the present with the Two of Swords, is to take the time to think things through, tune out those distractions, tune our attention within so we can learn from our experiences and trust our intuitions more. Moving forward, we're going to see what the future might have in store. But as I tell everyone, and I mean this, the future is always up to chance. It's always up to change. The choices that you make in the present, those ones that you might be indecisive about right now and you need to look within, they are what can change your future. And the universe, God, spirit, guides, however you choose to see it, they always like to throw little curveballs that can throw everything upside down as well. So future, not written. You have the power to change it and avoid it, or you have the power to achieve it if you're willing to work for it. And it's this guy right here that seems to be peeking his pretty little green eye out at us that I feel is the future representation. Ooh, and it is the Magician. So this is an awesome future to see for us, an awesome future to achieve, an awesome future to strive for. Now the Magician is the one, and the Two of Swords, that's the one that follows the Magician. But the Magician is the major arcana. It's the focus. It's the most important thing, the life lesson that we have to achieve. So in the present, we really need to ask ourselves, what do we want to utilize our magic for? What do we want to achieve? What do we want to begin and bring magic into our lives? The Magician is astrologically connected to Mercury. Mercury was the planet, well, up until yesterday, April 25th, 2024. That's when Mercury stopped being retrograde and turned back around. So communication will be a little bit more easy right now. So communicate those ideas. Once you make that choice of what you want to achieve, when you find that passion, you find that drive, you find that focus, in order to trust yourself and begin what you want to begin, then communicate those ideas, communicate those passionate ideas, trust yourself, and believe that you can begin whatever you want and have that magic within you to achieve it. That is the number of action, taking action on those ideas. They're not just going to happen overnight. They're not going to just come out of nowhere. You have to actually take action on it, do things in order to make it happen. You can see there, he's kind of like holding all the cards, making the cards fly in the air. Maybe he threw them up in the air and they just snapped a picture or something like that. Or maybe he's actually taken the time to learn how to make things float and make things levitate. He's utilized his own magic to achieve his goals. So whatever idea you want to achieve now, believe in yourself and take that time to think things through so you can take action on it and really make those dreams a reality. I love the fact that the red is over here in this illustration and the red is right here, because it's like a reminder to be passionate about what you're going to achieve. Be passionate about what beginning you want to achieve. Believe in yourself, find that confidence. And with the Magician, I always want to say, fake it till you make it. Whatever you want to achieve, whenever you begin it, you don't exactly have all the answers just yet. You're still growing, you're still learning. That's why it's important to think things through along the journey and trust logic as well. That's the suit of swords, it's the suit of logic. Think Vulcans of the Star Trek universe. If you're a Trekkie fan like I am, live long and prosper. That is the Vulcan motto. If you want to live long and prosper, if you want to achieve your magical goals and find success with what lights your inner fire and what you're passionate about, then you need to be able to use logic as well, to think everything through. And some things might be too good to be true. So trusting your mind as well as your heart is the key to making magic in your life and beginning whatever you want to begin. So that future is very promising. It's full of potential. Those ideas that you think about now, in the future, you're going to be able to take action on them to make them an actual reality and make your dreams a reality. You got to trust yourself. You can be this magician. You can achieve it if you believe in yourself and you trust that mind of yours to lead you to where you want to be. Now, I know I just did this and I do this every single time. This is the future. If you think things through, trust your mind, you're going to be the magician of your story and you'll be able to begin whatever you want to begin. Now that sounds a lot like advice, but we still have the advice position to see. So let's see what our guides want to share with us about the advice. And you see this one right here. He's the one sticking out that beautiful green eyes. If I get Grun card, that one wanted to come too, but we're not going to do that. It's right there. It is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is very much connected to the season that we are in right now at the making of this video, because we are in Taurus season, and the first two decans of Taurus season, as well as the last decan of Aries season, is very much connected to this king. Now, this king very much reminds me of the page of the suit of pentacles, because he's got that pentacle in his hand and he's very much focused on it. He's got this idea, perhaps, you know, the king is the one that's actually achieved it. He's the one sitting there appreciating on the fruits of his labor. Now, in this illustration, there is Red Riding Hood's hood, there is her cape, there is her picnic basket, and he's got his tongue sticking out. He's already eaten her, so he's achieved his goal. He wanted to eat the grandma. He wanted to eat Little Red Riding Hood. She didn't actually have a name, did she? She was just Little Red Riding Hood. She does, I think, there was a TV show once. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I think she actually had a name in there, so maybe that's her name. If you know, comment on this video and let me know. I'd be really interested in knowing. But anyway, he's achieved his goal. He's had that focus. He's trusted his mind to help him get the ideas that he needs. He's no longer indecisive. He's utilized his magic, and he's been able to create these pentacles, to create this comfortable life and achieve the goals that he set out for himself. So appearing for the advice position says, appreciate all the things that we've already achieved. Appreciate all the goals that we have succeeded at, all the things that we thought about, had those ideas and made logical sense to us that we began before. Appreciating all those fruits of our labor in the past is going to help us achieve even more moving forward. Be grateful for the season that we're in right now, as spring is springing up all around us. Halloween, we're focused on that a little bit with the Trick or Treat Tarot that I'm working with here, because I just wanted an excuse to use it and celebrate the fact that we're 6 months away from actual Halloween, to dress up and be weird and just be true to ourselves, go around trick-or-treating, have fun, just partying and all that good stuff. But here in the here and now, with 6 months to go, it's what can we achieve in those 6 months? What do we want to achieve? What ideas can we think about? Would make logical sense to us, so we can really trust, would not be indecisive about. What can our magic help us achieve? Seeing that goal in our mind's eyes, believing that we can achieve it, and appreciating everything that we have achieved before, that is going to help us achieve whatever we want to achieve moving forward. Now, members of the court don't necessarily have any numbers connected to them. You see the 2 right there, you see the 1 right there, but that's right there. That's easy to find. But the members of the court do have numbers if we think about them. The 10, that completes the numerical sequence, but the page follows that 10, which makes them an 11. The knight would follow the page, that would make them 12. 13 would be the queen because it follows the knight, and 14 would be the king because it follows the queen. So that completion, that king, all the kings of the tarot, all the kings of the minor arcana and court, they relate to the 14. That it combines the magician with the emperor. You take those ideas, you create that strong foundation with it, and that's the power you have to change your life for the better, the energy of the 5, because you believed in yourself, you had that confidence, and heart, body, mind, and soul all focused. That makes you the strong foundation that you need to be to change your life for the better, to lead in your life with what lights your inner fire. I've got the passion here, I've got the passion here, and he quite literally ate the one wearing the coat right here. So he has the passion inside of him too, in a way. So taking those ideas, believing in yourself, and creating magic in your life is going to help you succeed at whatever you want to succeed at. See yourself succeeding at it. Have that focus, that drive, and believe you have the power to create it. Whatever you want to achieve, whatever would make you feel like you're comfortable, content in life, and enjoying life, believe you have that power to achieve it. Use your magic, trust your mind, and believe you have what it takes to sit in a chair on a porch and just enjoy all that life has to offer. See yourself doing that and put forth the effort in order to achieve it. All those people that came before the King of Pentacles here, the page, he was focused and driven. The Knight of Pentacles, he's the one that puts in the work no matter how boring it might be. The Queen of Pentacles, she's made money for herself and she's willing to share that with others, and she has everything anybody would ever need, on her person, in her purse. And so the king, he's the next step. He's the final step to it. He shows like all that work that's been put in, all that focus, all that routine, even if it wasn't fun, and all the help that he's had from others, he's helped others with, because he has all the answers he seeks. He's appreciated himself and all the work that he's put in, and now he's enjoying the fruits of his labor. So whatever you want to achieve, believe that you can achieve it. Take those ideas, trust your mind, take action on them, and you can become the King of Pentacles. You can become successful in your life if you truly believe you can and are willing to work for it. Now, that is the 3-card reading we have, but you know I'm not done yet. We have more to see, and that is the bottom of the deck there. Ooh, and it is the Star. So this is a very interesting little tidbit to tell you how awesome you are if you're reading this and you're not trusting yourself and trusting your mind as much as you should. Not only are you the magician of your story, you are the star of your story, the protagonist of your story, and you have hidden talents ready to share with the world. Now, the Star is the card that comes right after the Tower in the Major Arcana sequence. It tells us that sometimes things have to come to an end, come collapsing down in order for something new to be put in its place. So all those experiences of our past, all the ones that have come before us, that this character is sitting in the graveyard and really learning from and embracing their power and their knowledge and the wisdom, all of that is with us to help us shine our lights and be who we are meant to be in these lives that we are in today. You are a star. You do have the power to make your dreams a reality. Believe in yourself and use those hidden talents you possess to find that success and wealth that you truly deserve and appreciate the fruits of your labor. The Star is astrologically connected to Aquarius, so we have that be weird, be proud, wave that freak flag so everybody can see it, be the light in the world, inspire others, that fixed mind energy. We began with cardinal mind, beginning to trust our minds more. Now we're really trusting our minds. We're really trusting that we have what it takes to succeed, that we can create whatever we want to create, that we have the hidden talents to shine to the world and show the world what we're made of. The 17 energy of that combines the Magician with the Chariot, and it says begin believing in ourselves. Believe we have what it takes to get behind the wheel in our lives and make it to where we want to be. There's always going to be obstacles in our way, but those obstacles, the 17, that's what leads us to success. The 1 and 7, that creates strength or justice depending on who we ask. The success and wealth that we need to feel comfortable and content in our lives, like the King of Pentacles represents. It all begins by trusting our minds and trusting those ideas within us, working our magic, taking action on those ideas once we've taken the time to really think things through and trust our minds to begin whatever we want to begin. And that's going to lead us to the success and wealth. When we see it in our mind's eye of what we want to achieve, we can have the power to achieve it. And it all comes down to those hidden talents within us, believing that we are in the stars in our stories, and then we can achieve absolutely anything that we set our minds to. Whatever you want to achieve, whatever thoughts that you have in your mind right now that you're sitting with and wondering if you're good enough for it, if you're doubting yourself and letting the anxiety win, then you need to take more time and you really need to listen to that inner voice, to really trust yourself and trust your mind to give you the answers that you seek, so you can trust your intuition even more and take action on those ideas. You can be a magician, you can work magic in your life, and you can find that success and wealth and have that passion take you to achieving and completing what you're here to achieve, what you want to achieve, and appreciating all the fruits of your labor. And overcoming whatever obstacles that stand in your way, beginning to believe in yourself and being the star of your story, that's going to help you succeed at whatever it is you want to succeed at. Now, that is a very, very empowering reading, what I love to do the most, because that's what the cards have given me the gift to do. So if you're curious about what the personal reading the cards can share with you for a personal reading, then feel free to comment on this video. This deck is fully available. Just tell me you want this deck for your reading and I'll be happy to do that. Most of my decks I have on my website. You can check through them. You can decide which one you want, or I can let my pendulum choose, or just choose a random one to share with you as well. All of that is always available. Personal readings, that's where I really shine. That's available in video and written, so it's your preference. If you'd rather have a written one, it's PDF format. They're a little bit more expensive because they take me a little bit more time, but video is available as well if you're curious about that and you want someone to empower you and tell you how awesome you are. I'd be happy to be that person for you. Comment on this video, message me on either of the socials, or book one directly on my website at cosmiccrotarot.com. All of that information will be in the link below. I'll also leave a link in the description of where you can purchase this deck for your own collection if it's something you want to do. As always, I very much want to thank you. I very much want you to know how absolutely awesome you are, my friend. Don't ever, ever, ever doubt yourself. You are enough. You do have what it takes to succeed. Trust yourself, trust your mind, listen to your heart, let that inner fire and passion lead you to where you want to be, and you can find success and appreciate all the fruits of your labor, because you're the one that worked for it. You earned it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.